Hi folks, this is Tony from BitShares, and I wanted to put together a series of videos for people that are relatively new to BitShares. By putting together these videos, they're kind of like how-to tutorial videos. So the idea is to help you, step by step, actually get a better understanding of BitShares. So probably you've looked at this website and you've heard about BitShares or something like that. At the moment, we're around number 32 and around 46 cents at the time of this video, which is the 29th of January 2018. Okay, now you can't buy BitShares directly on BitShares because that would make it a centralized exchange. So you need to buy BitShares on another exchange, a centralized exchange, or you need to buy some Bitcoin or Litecoin or something like that and transfer it to BitShares and convert it into BitShares. Okay, so either way, you need to have a wallet to be able to send the BitShares to. So I'm a lifetime member of BitShares. And if you'd like to support me, you can use this address, wallet.gobitshares.com. Okay, as a lifetime member, I do get a percentage of the transaction fees, but the transaction fees are so small that, well, basically I hardly make any money at all. Okay, I'm just doing this because I want to help expand BitShares. The other thing that you might want to do while I think about it is look up Go BitShares on YouTube, and you can subscribe to my videos. I am also thinking of providing one-on-one coaching where I actually get with you via Skype, and but obviously that would be a charge for service because, quite frankly, time is money. Okay. So anyway, you'd want to come here to wallet.gobitshares.com, click enter. You can see my name up here as the referrer. Now, when I first got into BitShares, this was the address that I was given. And so I created an account on OpenLedger. Now, BitShares is like the engine. It is what's called the back end. Okay, so then you have to have other companies that build like a user interface which actually communicates and talks to that back end. So OpenLedger is one of those companies that actually built a user interface on the BitShares decentralized exchange. Okay, so you want to come here and create an account, and you've got two choices: the account model or the wallet model. If you choose the account model, it means that you can access your account from anywhere in the world, just having an account name and a password. But it's not as secure, and it means that, hackers with software could try and basically crack your password, and then if they were successful and they had your account name, they could actually, delete or withdraw all of the funds in your account. I myself prefer the wallet model. It's highly secure, and you have to actually download a wallet onto your hard drive. So I'm going to choose the wallet model, and I'll create an account name here, BTS How To. And I want to get a password, and I like to use 100 characters. So I'm going to, and I came here basically to passwordsgenerator.net. You can just type in password generator in Google and you'll probably end up at this website. Click on 100 or whatever you feel safe with, and then generate a password. So I'm going to put in this password here. Okay, and I'm going to create an account. Okay. Now, the first thing that I really need to do is I need to create a backup. So I'm going to create backup now. And then what I want to do is I want to actually download that backup. Okay, so I've just done that. Now what I need to do is I need to basically create a text document if you're on Mac, or a Word document if you're on Windows. Okay, now my username, or account name rather, account name was BTS How To. Okay, and my password is this. So, and I'm going to change that so I don't have a spelling mistake, and I'm going to name this file, and now this is getting stored in my iCloud. So if I ever lost my Mac, at least I've got everything in the iCloud, which I can then access from another Apple device. So I've written down my account name and I've written down my password. Okay, so that's a great thing. So I'm just going to minimize that down here, okay? Now, as it says here, there is no login, logout functionality here. You merely unlock your wallet when you wish to make a transaction, okay? Now, it's really important that you copy down your password, okay? Because if you lose your password, you can't access your account. So you need a copy of your password and you need this bin file. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a folder, and actually I think I've already got one, BTS How To. Okay, so I already have a folder, and that's on my desktop for the time being. Now, what I want to do is I want to go to the iCloud and I want to find the how to document, BTS. There we go. I'm going to move that to my desktop. And so that's doing that, I hope. It seems to be taking a long time, and I'm going to move that to the desktop. So I'm going to put that in there. Okay, now something funky is going on with this. I don't know why, but it's not moving. But basically, you want to create a file somewhere on your computer where you put everything into that file. So this is where I've got my bin file, and later I'll put my document here with my username and password. Okay? Alrighty. So now, as you can see, my padlock is unlocked. So that actually means I'm now in my wallet, and I like to switch to advanced mode. Okay, so here you can see I'm in my account. I can send, I can exchange, I can deposit and withdraw. Okay, I can come over here to settings. Okay, so that's all good. And as you can see, because I backed up my wallet, I can now restore and import the wallet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how you would actually do that. And I want to give an example of sometimes what can happen. So I'm going to go here. First of all, I'm going to close the BitShares wallet, and I'm going to go to Chrome, and I'm going to clear the browsing data. Now, when you clear your browsing data, you're clearing the history of the browser. Okay, and your wallet was actually stored in your browser. So when you clear the history of your browser, you're going to also clear the wallet from the browser. So if I go here and I type in BitShares.openledger.info, okay, probably need to put some things in front of it. Here we go. HTTPS, that's because I've got a H here. Okay, I spelt it wrong. There we go. Okay. BitShares openledger.info. Okay, see now it doesn't remember my browser because the browser is no longer stored. It doesn't remember my wallet, I beg your pardon. It doesn't remember my wallet because the history was actually deleted. Okay, now I wouldn't click this existing user login, right? because this is actually, as you can see here, this is for the account model, and I did not create the account model. I created the wallet model. So I want to go to this one, okay? And what I need to do is I now need to choose File, and I need to use the bin file, which is this. This is what I use to back up my wallet. And this is why it's important not to lose this, okay? So open. And now I'm going to put in my password. And my password was written down. Okay, so I've just put in my password. And now I'm going to click Submit. And as you can see, I can now restore my wallet. Okay, so see how that works? My account was happening. I accidentally cleared the browser and cleared the history and the cookies, or maybe my computer crashed, okay? But as long as you've got the bin file and a password, you can restore your wallet. So it's really, really super important that you don't lose the bin file. You need to also store this on a thumb drive, like store it off your computer somewhere. Okay, I'm storing it in the iCloud so I can access it via any Apple device. But if you're using a Windows computer, you want to get like a little thumb drive, something like this, and you want to transfer the bin file over to that thumb drive with a Word document that's got your username and your password. And if someone steals your computer, or if your computer completely crashes, you can access your wallet again. Okay, if you don't do this and you've got a lot of BitShares, you'll be able to see the BitShares, but you won't be able to do anything, and no one can help you. Please understand that the price of decentralization is full responsibility for your wallet. Okay, if you don't want to have full responsibility, go to a centralized exchange. They can do password recovery, but they can also be hacked. They can also be closed down by a government. They can also be dodgy and actually, steal your funds. And also, you don't actually own the keys to your own cryptocurrency. On BitShares, decentralized exchange, it's secure. You own the keys to your cryptocurrency. No one can close it down. But the price of that ownership is that you must be fully responsible for your bin file, for your backup, and your password and your account name. Okay, and that means putting it on a thumb drive and putting that somewhere safe, so if something happens to your computer, you can still access your wallet. Okay? All right. So you'll notice that here's the lock, and I'm not actually, even though I've accessed the account, I'm not actually in the account. Okay, so I can now log in, and I'm using the wallet model, remember? Okay, so I'm going to unlock my wallet. Okay, and as you can see, my wallet is now unlocked. And I like to use the advanced mode. Okay, and so this is what you'd be seeing. Account, of course, there's no BitShares in this account because I haven't said anything to it. I can send funds to anybody else on BitShares, but in order to send funds, I must actually already have some BitShares because I need to pay a fee to send it, which is basically 1 cent. Okay, here's the exchange. And this is where you can see like the listed coins at the moment. Okay, and you can see by volume. If I click here, maybe I might change this. And you can see that BitShares at the moment on the decentralized exchange is around 47 cents. You can see it says insufficient funds. That's because I don't actually have any BitShares. So I need to have BitShares on the exchange to be able to either send BitShares to somebody or to even trade on the exchange, because you need to be able to pay a fee for trading. Okay? So now if I come to settings here, you can see, wallet, accounts, password, backup, restore, import, access, faucet. Okay? If you're having problems with access, with Open Ledger, I mean, here's the active node. It's basically a node that it thinks is closest to me. And you can see there's two others that are up, okay? And I can activate those if I wanted to. But this one here is actually active. Sometimes you get a little message saying that it's out of sync. So then you might need to activate another node, okay? Now, there's another thing you can do to back up your wallet. You can actually create what's called a brain key backup, okay? So I'm going to do that now. And I'm going to enter my password and show brain key, okay? So this also enables me to access my wallet. So even if I lost my bin file, as long as I had the brain key and the password, I can still access my account. So I'm going to take this brain key and I'm going to put that on this little document here as well. Okay, so now that's here. Okay, now you don't really want to show people this because if they have your brain key, they can access your account and they can transfer funds out of your account. Okay, so this is kind of like for your eyes only, and that's the way you want to keep it. As far as wills and things like that are concerned, you might want to keep all this information on a thumb drive, and then, your will would say, access the thumb drive in the safe to get access to some money or some shares or whatever, or cryptocurrency that I purchased. Okay. So anyway, I'm just going to minimize this. And as it says here, to complete your backup, print this out or write it down. Anyone with access to your recovery key will have access to funds within this wallet. So I'm going to click on I've written it down. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to close this and I'm going to clear the browsing data. And I'm going to go to wallet.go BitShares.org. BitShares.com. BitShares.com. Click enter. Now you see, again, it doesn't remember me. Why? Because the wallet was actually stored in the browser, and because I deleted the history, the cookies and the cache of the browser, I deleted my wallet. Sometimes when you're working with other software and they have problems, the support staff will say to you, oh, you need to clear the cookies. And of course, if you do that, you'll also be clearing out your BitShares wallet. So you need to know how to import your wallet again back into your browser. Okay, so I don't need to create an account because I've already created it. So I'm going to click on login, and I want the wallet model because that's what I downloaded. Okay, so I've got the wallet model, and it says I can choose a file. So I can choose the brain key, or you'll notice here it says I can use the bin file, which is this one, or I can now restore with brain key. So I'm going to click on brain key this time, and I'm going to put in my password for the wallet, and I'm now going to get my brain key. And I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to create new local wallet. And it says, see, local wallet created, done. So I'm going to click here and go to done. Now I'm back in my account again, okay? And I'm going to just go to switch to advanced mode. So now you see that because I've saved my account name, because I've saved my password, because I've created a brain key, I was able to now access my wallet. This is really super important. Okay. Now the good thing about doing that is now you can also access other user interfaces. For example, let's say I was on holidays in Russia, and so I wanted to use what's called the Rudex. So I come here to the rudex.org and I click on Exchange, and see now that's taking me to market.rudex.org. So now basically the Rudex have actually built a user interface that actually communicates with the BitShares engine. So what I can do, because I've downloaded a wallet and I've got my bin file and I've got my brain key, I can now click on Restore, and you can see I can choose a file here. And I'm going to come to Desktop, go to How To, and I'm going to restore with my bin file. I'm going to put in my password, click Submit. Okay, that's because it's not my password. That last one was actually my brain key. So I'm going to grab my password and click Submit. And you can see Restore, Dashboard, boom, I'm in. Now I would just come here and log in, and you can see I've now accessed the exact same wallet, but now I'm using the Rudex. Now you'll notice that when I was restoring, I could only restore using my bin file. I couldn't restore using my brain key. So this is why it's important that on your thumb drive, you actually have your account name, you have your password, you have a bin file, and you have your brain key. And if you've got all those four things, it doesn't matter where you are in the world or if someone steals your computer, as long as you can access your thumb drive or you've got some kind of little secret way of finding a document and a file that actually has all this information, you can access your BitShares wallet. Okay, here's another one that I can access. I think it's called Crypto Bridge. And I'm just going to get rid of that. Crypto Bridge. Now, why would someone want to access different user interfaces? Well, this is the Russian version, okay? And if I go to Exchange, or actually if I go back to Dashboard, this particular exchange offers different cryptocurrencies that aren't necessarily available on OpenLedger. So you might be very interested in BitRuble, for example. Well, you might come to the Rudex and be trading here, or you know, you might be interested in something else that's actually not available on the OpenLedger user interface. Okay. Now, Crypto Bridge actually offers other cryptocurrencies. It's a relatively new exchange, so it doesn't have a lot of liquidity right now. But again, I can come here and go to Restore, and I can choose a file, and you'll see that it's not allowing me to restore using a brain key, and I can only restore using the bin file. Okay, so if I click Open, I'm going to put in my password, click Submit, Restore Default, and there you go, boom. Okay, and if I go to Account here, you can see there's specific coins available. If I go to Exchange, I don't really know a lot about Crypto Bridge. I know it's been put together by a respected community member, but again, it's just another user interface that's available that you can use. So basically, once you've created an account, you can start importing your wallet into the different user interfaces, and then you can be, you know, flicking between them and getting access to different cryptocurrencies that aren't necessarily available on the other wallets. So whoever creates a user interface on the BitShares decentralized exchange, you can go to them and create and basically import your wallet into that user interface and then start trading. And that will, and once you, for example, let's say I came here to the Rudex and I did something with BitRuble, well, now that will be available on my wallet no matter what other wallet I access. So if I then decided I wanted to come back to OpenLedger, I will see BitRuble in there. But I might, if I want to do some trading, I might want to come back to the Rudex and actually do some trading here. Okay, so whatever the user face is that you're using, it will always, everything that you do will still be stored on the BitShares blockchain, because that's actually the engine, and the different user faces are just the communication with the engine, you know, basically with the BitShares blockchain. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps it up for the video one, which is basically how to create a BitShares wallet. And this is the #1 tutorial video. I hope you like it. I'll see you in the next video, which will be how to actually send some cryptocurrency to your BitShares wallet so that you end up actually having some BitShares.